Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. Here's your executive summary. A bombshell fraud report exposes $225 million stolen from America's schools as the Trump administration ramps up enforcement. PepsiCo beats earnings, but investors aren't buying the recovery story. Salesforce gets downgraded as analysts call the AI narrative a mirage. And Dr. Oz rolls out $50 monthly GLP-1 access for Medicare seniors targeting obesity-driven healthcare costs. Let's break it down. First up, education fraud at scale. The State Financial Officers Foundation released a report showing $225 million in alleged fraud across K-12 schools over 6 years. Nearly 90 cases spanning embezzlement, fake invoices, inflated enrollment, and kickbacks across 24 states and Puerto Rico. The largest case? 2 closed Indiana online charter schools that pulled $44 million through enrollment inflation. A Puerto Rico tutoring company billed $24 million for services never provided. Broward County, Florida saw $17 million steered to a friend's business while bypassing competitive bidding. Only $67 million was ordered repaid. This lands right in Vice President J.D. Vance's War on Fraud initiative. Only 3 of the 20 largest federally funded school districts showed up in federal investigation records, suggesting massive oversight gaps remain. Now to your consumer stocks. PepsiCo reported fiscal Q2 results that beat expectations. $24.18 billion in revenue versus $23.95 billion. Estimated core earnings per share of $2.20 beating consensus. But the stock fell 1.1% in pre-market because the company held full-year guidance unchanged despite a second consecutive quarter of price cuts. PepsiCo Foods. North America saw revenue decline 2% with flat volume. The beverage side grew 7%, but volume fell 4%. International operations delivered double-digit growth, but North America remains the problem. Year-to-date, PepsiCo is down 0.7%, while Coca-Cola is up 19.3%. The market's message: price cuts aren't enough to drive growth. On the tech side, Salesforce got hit with a downgrade from KeyBank Capital Markets. Analyst Jackson Ader dropped the stock from overweight to sector weight, saying there's no evidence to support a bullish call. The stock is down 37% year-to-date, but Ader says customer data isn't organized enough to support AI work, and the Agentforce AI product isn't there. The stock fell over 4% in pre-market. Cheap doesn't mean value when the growth story is broken. Finally, healthcare policy moving markets. CMS Administrator Dr. Mehmet Oz announced the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge program, giving qualifying seniors access to GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic for $50 monthly. Oz says obesity drives roughly 70% of federal healthcare spending, and GLP-1s could cut chronic disease costs by 70%. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. Check us out at capitalcopilot.io.